That boy on the shit, man. They don't like giving it up. They make up every different. Yo, when I start putting my foot on niggas' necks. That boy on the shit, man. They don't like giving it up. They make up every different. Yo, when I start putting my foot on niggas' necks. That boy on the shit, man. They don't like giving it up. They make up every different. Yo, when I start putting my foot on niggas' necks. So let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight, right? So let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight, right? So let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight, right? Peoples, what's up, peoples? You already know what it is. It's Foot on Your Neck TV, and I'm your host, Pack Stacks, baby. People, I hope everybody's feeling good in this beautiful, beautiful day. Say what's up to Cheetah. Uh, get in here. Everybody come on in. You're all welcome. When you come in, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Keep everything moving. Hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I'm live. All super chats is available. In today's video, we're talking about a few different topics, but we're talking about how Rick, Eric Sherman had Rick Ross right with him. He had Rick Ross next to him. For all the people that didn't know, Rick Ross used to stay in Eric Sherman basement. For all the people that like to disrespect people because of whatever situation they in, be careful when you're doing that. Be real, tread lightly when you're doing that. Because in a lot of cases, the person who you sleeping on that was right next to you is the magic formula. Yeah. Sometimes you could have the magic formula with. I'm going to talk about a few things, real good things too. It's going to be a great video. Uh, Rick Ross used to sleep in Eric Sherman's basement. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you can have Rick Ross right next to you and not know it. And I'm keeping it fit. Look, I want to be grown because there's a lot of people, not you guys, I'm not talking about you guys, but there's a lot of people that be catching feelings about grown. It's not about nobody doing nothing to nobody. People catch feelings and be angry about people that have grown man conversations. They don't. A lot of people is mad at somebody for no reason other than they have grown man conversations. Some people don't like to face the fire or look at somebody that knows how to have grown man comment. You have grown ups in your life. Yeah, when people have grown ups in their life that raised them, they learn to have grown man conversations. Everybody's not with that. Some people shy away from grown man conversations. Eric Sherman had Rick Ross sleeping in his basement. Sometimes what I'm trying to tell you is sometimes you can have the formula right there with you and not know it. Now, I'm going to get in depth about this because I'm going to elaborate about some real important, smart, grown man talk stuff. See, you can have the Rick Ross right next to you, just like Eric Sherman had Rick Ross sleeping in his basement. Didn't make the right correct moves, or it wasn't the right time. Didn't make the right moves. I heard Eric Sherman say it himself. He wished he would have made a different move with Rick Ross. Look at Rick Ross right now. Great. Now you understand what's going on. See, I'm gonna get in depth about it. You can have Rick Ross or Rick. You could be in the get in the business or whatever, and you can have a Rick Ross next to you and not do the right thing. Now, I'm gonna elaborate on things that helps the person who have Rick Ross next to them not do the right things. I'm gonna tell you what influencing. You know, there's a thing called silent suggestion. You ever heard of silent suggestion? Is a thing where you suggest things to people without saying a word. Yeah. Please look at the video. On certain people look at the video, I feel gratitude if certain people see it. I don't care about the rest of the public and everybody seeing it. If you see it and enjoy it, great. But I want certain people to see this video. Is a thing called silent suggestion. You tell people things without saying a word. Your body language, your eyeballs, little stupid stuff like that. So you can have, don't lose me, you can have a Rick Ross next to you like Eric Sherman did, not make the right moves. And let me tell you, this is the few things that help you not make the right moves. You're paying attention to all the sideline niggas' body language. When you pay attention to sight, this not for if you're doing this goes to someone if they're in this situation. If you're doing something in the business, you got a gym next to you or you got somebody you working with, whatever. Don't pay attention to the sideline of niggas, the old friends that was around you before you started rocking with these people or stuff like that. Don't look at them and they body language just to see how ill this person is. You can't do that because they never gonna give you the good body language. They going because they want the spot too. You got oh come on. If you've been hanging with a bunch of niggas and you come around with something that somebody that you getting ready to make moves with, the people on the sideline that you've been hanging out with, they not really gonna be that happy most cases. So they gonna have the body language like this nigga. They gonna give you the body language like you ain't you running around with nobody niggas. When really you got it's the Rick Ross, Eric Sherman. You got Max B, Jim Jones in the early stages. You got a gym next to you. You just don't know it. And then you're looking at people body language and they're gonna give you the wrong body language because they want the spot themselves. They're jealous, full of jealous niggas. So really you got the formula right. Yeah. So sad, man. So the jealous sideline niggas, they want the spot. They mad Eric Sherman is with Rick Ross. So they gonna tell Eric Sherman, that nigga ain't all that nigga. Duh, duh, duh." Look who Rick Ross now. Look at Rick Ross now. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. People's not gonna give you the good energy. You gotta know the circle you with is a winning circle. You gotta have the eye for winners. You have to have the eye to choose winners. You got to know that. You can't look at other people's body language and talking. They're going to act like that nigga is a nobody because they want the spot and they ain't even qualified. The ill part about it, the people that's jealous on the sideline, the old friends and everybody, keeping it real because I know everything in life is somebody going to do the same thing. The sideline niggas, they not gonna congratulate because they know you got a gym. Furthermore, let me switch up. I don't write raps about my friends. The other day, a few days ago, somebody came to me and said, yo, and talked about the EP I dropped outside with it. They said, I produced the whole album, the whole EP. They said, yo, Pac, who you was talking about on certain songs? They asked me, was I talking about one of my, somebody that they see me? I was wilding. I said, yo, bro, anybody you ever see me with, I look up to. Any of my OGs you ever see me with, it goes further than what y'all niggas seen on the internet. These are niggas that know me when I was a toddler, nigga. Not a toddler, but a little kid. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Even when I need this message out there, even when I'm upset or mad at, look, let me tell you something what I do. When I'm around people and they don't do what they supposed to do, you know what I do? Or when someone does something wrong that I feel is wrong, you know what I do? Ask anybody about me, they'll tell you. I don't do nothing. I gracefully bow out. I just move away. Not in a bad way. I just gracefully bow out. I just stop being around like that. That's the only thing I do. And let me tell you something. Everybody has the right to be pissed off. Is a thing. Oh, this is perfect. I remembered. Is a thing going around on the internet. All these niggas is sitting around talking about niggas mad. I ain't do nothing for the. I ain't do nothing to this nigga. It ain't what I did to the nigga. It's what I didn't do for the nigga. That's a big thing going around the internet right now. Yeah, let me address it, niggas. A big thing is going around the internet. Is a way out. I, my personal opinion, a lot of the time, is a simple way out for niggas that don't do what they supposed to do. Facts is a way out. That's the loophole. I don't owe you nothing. The loophole is you can promise a nigga you could promise a nigga the world, right? You could promise anybody the world and just don't do nothing you said, and then you're out. You get out of the situation and it's just saying, I don't owe you nothing. And everybody jacks it. I'm here to tell you, no, that's not how it goes. No. If you out here promising niggas shit or doing plays with niggas that you're supposed to do with niggas, you have an obligation to keep your word, man. This ain't no light switch thing where you just get to say, yo, I'm gonna do this and say and wake up and say, nah, I don't want to do it. And don't do nothing, don't inform nobody, don't do nothing to tell the people or tell them. Let me tell you something. You don't get to do that. When you're out here promising people stuff or you're connecting with people and y'all supposed to be doing something together, if the person you're doing it with is a real one like me, or if they're loyal by default their whole life like me, they're gonna rearrange their life, especially if they're in need. Especially if they're in need, they're gonna rearrange their life to fit the play that you guys planned on executing. They're gonna rearrange their life to fit. If you're a real one and somebody promised you something and you're a real one like me, you're gonna rearrange your life to fit the play that you guys are doing, the things that you guys are putting together. So when I say that, that means you can't promise nobody nothing and don't do it. It's not okay. All the niggas on the internet talking about, yo, nigga said he mad at me because not what I did to him, what I didn't do for him. Guess what? You got an obligation to do what you said you was gonna do, nigga. You don't just back out and just he's just mad because I ain't do it. No, no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. What's wrong with these guys, man? You don't get to promise people things and don't do it and fall back. No. No, you got an obligation to do what you said you was going to do. If somebody rearranged a situation to fit a plan that you guys made, you got, and let me tell you another problem. This is one of this is one of the biggest problems in a bunch of niggas that hang together. I ain't gonna even talk about yet. I ain't gonna talk about how these niggas write raps about each other and diss each other, spill the beans, tell all the secrets. All these niggas do that. These little funny face niggas. They crazy. Bro, you don't like the right to do that. Y'all make a play together. This is the problem with a lot of these little cliques and crews. When you make play, this is why someone get dissed later. You know why? Because when they was rocking, they didn't have enough conversation. You don't tell people y'all gonna do something, and then months go by or years even, and you guys are not conversating about the plays that y'all gonna execute, nigga. I got a lot of stuff to say, a lot of feelings about a lot of different things, but let me tell you one thing. I don't write raps about my friends. I don't care if we was rocking, we not rocking no more. This happened, that happened. Guess what? I don't write raps about my friends, yo. Understand that? I don't write raps about my friends. All you niggas out. First of all, I've been on the internet too long talking crazy about niggas who write raps about their friends. Niggas that spill the beans soon as they not friends no more. You see all these guys cuddle up, they the best click in the world. Soon as they not friends no more, this nigga spilling the goddamn beans on. Hey, look, you mean to tell me this is about who I was laying the pipe to? Remember that movie with Nino Brown? Remember what was his name? E Money? He said, yo, you mean to tell me this is about who I'm laying the pipe to? Is why you spilling the beans over here? Nigga, you crazy, man. So no, you don't get to promise people nothing and you don't keep your word. North Carolina vibes, what's up? I was just down in Winston-Salem. I was just down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Fire. Nice and quiet, peaceful, doing my thing. I love North Carolina. Shout out. Shout out to NC. You heard? Facts. But yeah, yo, you don't get to do that. You promise somebody something, keep your word. And matter, look, before you keep your word, forget keeping your word. Make sure while y'all moving, you're conversating. Make sure while y'all moving, y'all conversating about the plays, man. Eric Sherman had Rick Ross right next to him. A lot of the time it'd be the sideline niggas, the old friends. Oh yeah, this what I wanted to really talk. I'm gonna do a breakdown of the album I put out because I don't want nobody thinking that I write raps about my friends. Niggas on the side love when you have a short thing. They wanna be able to say, see, I told you, look at this nigga. The sideline nothing niggas. These was always your haters. Some of these niggas be haters. They don't got what you got. So they can't play the role that you can play, and they mad about that. So they want you to diss the niggas you with. I use the example with the 5 year foreign. He going through something with his homies. When they beef with each other, the niggas on the outside, they love to see it. They like, look, he's dissing him, he's dissing him, he's dissing him. Look, that was his man. People love that more than anything. They love they get a they get a they get a gift. They get a gift. Okay? But I'm not that type of sucker. You'll never see me write raps about my friends, nigga. I'ma analyze all the songs I did from the EP. It's 4 songs. a skit, an intro, and 4 joints. I'ma analyze all of them because I don't want none of these niggas sitting out here trying to act like I write raps about my friends, nigga. No, no, no. I write raps about my friends, nigga. Nobody I hang with, used to hang with, none of that. There's a bunch of dumb niggas with these corny styles that I can write raps about, other than my friends, other than people I used to hang with. Right. It's a fact. It's a fact. See what I'm saying? So we ain't doing that. Rick Ross was sleeping in Eric Sherman basement. Eric Sherman didn't make the right moves. Look at Rick Ross right now. Sometimes you have the gym right next to you and don't know it. You're too, oh man, it's crazy. You gotta pay attention. But see, I made sure my jackets have no smut on it. I do too much talking about sucker shit. Lame niggas. Niggas that spill the beans. Niggas that all type of different various types. I will never be one of them. I would never give a sucker the opportunity to say, look at Pack, look at Pack. No, you're not gonna do that with Pack, nigga. You know what? I'm gonna be back. I'll be back.